pushed by volcanic forces, 4 miles from the seafloor and a mile into the warm trade winds of the North Atlantic Ocean, are the dramatic cliffs and spires of Madeira. A place of legend since Roman and Viking seafarers first gazed upon these cliffs, Madeira's fertile slopes were eventually claimed by Portugal in 1419 and settled soon after. The volcanic activity may have settled down millennia ago, but the island's rich soils and spring climate means Madeira explodes in lush vegetation all year round. Madeira's capital, Funchal, was named after a wild fennel which once carpeted its hillsides. Situated on the island's southern coast and with a population of just over 100,000, this is the island's only true city. Madeira may be closer to Africa than it is to Portugal, but in Funchal, the textures of Lisbon are never far away. Walk streets paved with patterned stonework that evokes the spirit of Portuguese culture and pride. Explore centuries-old churches and homes which have endured pirate raids, German U-boat attacks, and earthquakes. Funchal is filled with fabulous museums, but for nature lovers, Madeira's finest exhibits are found outside. Set high on a sunny slope over the city, the botanical gardens of Madeira showcase the plants which thrive across the island's diverse biomes. The gardens feature rare species native to the island, as well as 100 more brought here by green-thumbed sailors and settlers throughout the ages. Just 2 miles away, at the Balheiro Gardens, stretch your legs along the trails that wind through sweet scented woodlands and exquisite flower beds centuries in the making. As Funchal developed in the 1800s, wealthy residents moved further up the hillside to escape the noise and smell of the bustling port. If you're seeking a little serenity, ride the cable car to Monte Palace Tropical Garden, which features olive trees dating back to Roman times, tranquil Japanese gardens, and mosaics depicting great moments in Portuguese history. While Madeira's formal gardens are impressive, it's often the more practical plots that steal the show. From Funchal, head west, along the coast of the neighboring town of Câmara de Lobos, where grapes and bananas ripen on terraces. Vegetable fields cling to the edges of cliffs, and the fruits of the sea dry in the salty breeze. Câmara de Lobos is the gateway to Cabo Girão, one of the world's mightiest cliffs. Take a deep breath and step out upon the glass cliff walk, the highest in all Europe. And yes, those are crops down there. Madeira's farmers will plant wherever the soil is good, and the growing conditions at the base of Cabo Girão are the most highly prized on the island. Just a few decades later, church bells echoed off the newly terraced slopes. Forts guarded the town from passing pirates, and mills crushed sugarcane into liquid gold. Each spring, the citizens of Mexico and towns all across Madeira decorate their streets with floral carpets and give thanks for their island's riches and bounty. Once you've bathed in Madeira's waters, walked its gardens, and touched its clouds, you'll be giving thanks too.